Hello, baseball fans. Anthony with BBSN, and we are back to Yankee Stadium for Game 5 of the 1978 World Series featuring Glory Days Baseball and the Dodgers and Yankees. And this series is tied up at 2 games apiece, as it was in real life at this point in time. And in tonight's game, Game 2 winner Bert Hooten will be on the mound for the Dodgers as they look to regain lost momentum against the Yankees' Jim Beattie, who was an unlikely hero in this game back in 1978, going the entire 9 innings, scattering 9 hits in what was a 12-2 Yankees win in real life, as the Yankees were paced by 18 hits and helped by 3 Dodger errors. Our lineups for this game for the Dodgers, the usual: Davey Lopes at second, Bill Russell at short, Reggie Smith in right, Steve Garvey at first, Ron Cey at the hot corner, Dusty Baker in left, Rick Monday in center, Lee Lacy gets a start at DH tonight, and Steve Yeager behind the plate. For the Yankees, Mickey Rivers in center, Roy White in left, Thurman Munson behind the dish, Reggie Jackson is a designated hitter, Lou Piniella in right field, Greg Nettles at third, Jim Spencer gets a start at first against the right-hander, Willie Randolph is the second baseman, and Bucky Effin Dent will be the shortstop. And as mentioned, on the hill for both teams, Jim Beattie for the Yankees and Bert Hooten for the Dodgers. Pitchers, and we did a video prior to this one, that outlaid the design of the new card, so I'm not going to spend any time on that. Just going to get started. The pitching adjustments: Bert Hooten for the Dodgers, he has a contact modifier of -2 against both lefties and righties, and 0 for walks against lefties and righties, +3 to strikeout range for lefties, and +1 to righties. And the Yankees' Jim Beattie, he has a contact modifier of -1 for lefties and -3 for right-handers, +5 to walks for lefties, +1 to strikeouts, and for righties a +2 to walks and +4 to strikeouts. So we are ready to go. Davey Lopes is up for the Dodgers, and here we go. First batter of the game, and 10, and against the right-handed pitcher, with the modifier of 2, just missed, been a walk. That'll be contact off Beattie's card. And 44 will be a ground ball down to first base. It's Spencer, picks that up. 3 unassisted, 1 down. Shortstop Bill Russell, 66, and that will be contact in Russell versus right-hander. 1-6 will get it done off of his card, 56. And that's going to be a ground ball down to second base, 2 away. So Beattie starting things off quickly here for the Yankees, 55, and Reggie Smith, his strikeout rating is 30-42, and contact will come off of Smith's card. Actually, I'm sorry, Smith is batting left-handed, so -1, and versus a right-handed pitcher, contact will be off Smith's card actually, so 22, and that is going to be a single into center field. So Smith gets the Dodgers first base runner of this contest, 2 away for Steve Garvey. Beattie looking to get out of the inning. 79, contact, that'll come off Beattie's card, and looking like he'll get out of this, possibly. 0-8, that's going to be a ground ball down to Nettles at third, gets it over to Spencer. So the Dodgers are taken care of, 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and heading to the bottom of the first inning, no score. The Mickey Rivers, one of my favorite Yankee players from this time period, leads it off against Bert Hooten. And contact will come off of Hooten's card. And 87 versus a lefty, and that is a fly ball into right field. So coming in to take care of that is Reggie Smith, 1 down for the Yanks. Roy White up. Switch hitter batting left-handed. And 44 versus a right-handed pitcher. That's going to be contact off of Hooten's card. So we have an event, and 2 is going to be off the rare play chart. So first column, nobody on base, and 40. Batter misses third strike. Gets by catcher, Batter misses third strike. Pitch gets by, catcher safe at first base. So strikeout to the pitcher and an error to the catcher. So Roy White goes down swinging, but E2. And the Yankees have a base runner. So White on, and I'm flipping the wrong side. Yankee captain and catcher Thurman Munson up. Here comes a pitch. And 22, that is going to be contact. That'll come off of Munson's card. And against the right-hander, 0-2, and that is a ground ball back to the pitcher. 16 will be a fielder's choice. So Munson on at first base, and White is retired 1-6. So 2 down for Reggie Jackson. 59, and that will be contact versus right-hander. That's good. Contact off Hooten's card. 78, and the left-hander, he's going to crank that into right field, and that will be the third out as Smith takes care of that. So the Yankees, no hits, no runs, 1 error, and we head to the top of the second. No score in this one as the Penguin Ron Cey gets set to lead it off, and that is 21. That'll be contact off Beattie's card. And 38 against the right-hander, and Beattie, ground ball down to Randolph, who takes care of Cey. Over to Spencer, 1 down for the Dodgers. Dusty Baker, who went on to a fine managerial career in Major League Baseball. 34, and that is going to be a swing and a miss and a strikeout within range on Dusty's card. 2 down. Rick Monday, who once interrupted a protester from burning a flag in the outfield. I believe he was with, I don't think he was with the Dodgers then, I believe he was with the Cubs, if memory serves correctly. But doing his patriotic duty, and 40 against the right-hander, and that will be a strikeout. So Beattie, 3 up, 3 down in the second inning. As we head to the bottom of the frame, still no score in this one. And Sweet Lou Piniella set to lead it off for the Yanks. 81 will be contact off of Hooten's card. 18 against the right-hander. That's a ground ball down to shortstop. Russell over to Garvey, 1 down. I really do like 66 is contact off of Hooten's card. I like this new design of the cards and how much it speeds the game up. You know, not immensely, but it seems to flow just a lot quicker, and it'll shave, again, 5, 6, 7 minutes off over a 9-inning game. So 16 against a left-handed batter. That's going to be another ground ball down to Russell. And Jimmy Spencer can't hit lefties a lick, but decent against righties, has a little bit of pop. And 8, Hooten against right-handers is a -2, but contact will come off of Spencer's card. So Spencer looking to get the Yankees going, a little 2-out rally here against the right-hander, and that is going to be a double into the gap in right center field. So coming around and in standing up at second base is Jim Spencer with the Yankees' first hit of the day. So 2-out double, Spencer in scoring position, and Willie Randolph, second baseman up. 82, and that is going to be contact and just missed with the adjustment bin off Randolph's card, so that'll be contact off of Hooten's card. And will probably allow the Dodgers to dodge a bullet, so to speak. But no, that is a single into center field. And 13, and that will be 2-base advance. So coming in to score is Spencer, and Willie Randolph has given the Yankees a 1-0 lead with an RBI single. So again on Hooten's card, just to explain that, single off the pitcher obviously, but 1 to 8 would have been runner normally advance 1 base. 9 to 11, coach's choice on trying for an extra base, and 12 or more, automatic extra base on the runner advancement. From second to home. So 29 and 14 will be contact off of Hooten's card for Bucky F. and Dent. And 60, and that'll end the inning. A pop-up to shortstop, a Russell under that one. And the Yankees 2 hits and a run, leave 1 on. We're heading to the top of the 3rd inning, and it's 1-0 New York. As designated hitter for this game, Lee Lacy set to lead it off for the Dodgers here in the top of the 3rd. And 0-3, and Lacy is going to draw a base on balls against Beattie. Beattie did have a tendency to be a little bit wild at times, as his adjustment would indicate. So the Dodgers, a leadoff base runner for Steve Yeager. 65, that will be contact off of Beattie's card. And 47 against the right-hander, and Yeager had a good game yesterday. It's a ground ball down to first base, and 20. That will get the runner to second, and Yeager is thrown out. So 3 unassisted, and down to second goes Lee Lacy in scoring position for the Dodgers with 1 out. Back to the top of the order. Davey Lopes. And here comes a pitch, 12, and Lopes against the right-hander. It's going to be contact off of his card. So he can get the Dodgers tied up here. 7 against the righty is going to be a single into left field and 3 runner advancement of 1. So runners at the corners now and 1 down. And Dodger shortstop Bill Russell will look to even this up. 73 will be contact off Beattie's card. Beattie could use a double play ball here. 68. Not going to get that. Instead, that is a fly ball into left. And 15 on the 1D20. That is going to get the tying run home. So 7 and a sac fly for Bill Russell. And holding it first is Davey Lopes, 2 down. And Lopes is going to try and steal. And Thurman Munson behind the dish, he has an arm of -1. Beattie has 0 hold, so Lopes gets a successful jump, and he is going to be just in there, and the adjustment from Munson's arm made his safe rating a 7, so Lopes with a stolen base. And a runner in scoring position for Reggie Smith now, 2 down. 57, and that is going to be contact off of Beattie's card. So versus a left-hander, 53. And pops him up, and circling under that is Munson, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers strike back as they come up with a hit and a run, leave 1. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, all tied at 1 run apiece. Mickey Rivers facing Hooten. 67, that'll be contact off of Rivers' card. And Rivers against the right-hander, 37. That's going to be a single into left field. So Rivers gets things started in the 3rd for the Yankees, and he's going to try and go right away. Steve Yeager behind the dish for the Dodgers also has a -1 arm, and Hooten 0 hold. So jump of 5 and a successful steal rating of 6 or 4, depending on how he does with a jump. Does not get the jump, and 6, and Rivers is gunned down by Yeager. So Mickey caught stealing, and 1 down for the Yanks. Roy White up. 74, and that will be a contact result off of Hooten's card. 74 again, and Roy White, the left-hander. It's going to be a fly ball to center field. Coming in to take care of that is Rick Monday, 2 down. Thurman Munson, who tragically would be taken from the baseball world, and obviously his family, actually less than a year later in a tragic plane crash at Canton, Ohio, his private plane. 15, Munson, contact off of Hooten's card. And against the right-hander, 52 will be a pop-up to catcher. Yeager circles under that, so Yeager 2 outs in the inning. And 1 hit, no runs, no errors, nobody left, and we are through 3, tied up at 1 in Game 5, and this is a very important game. Dodgers, the series heads back to Los Angeles, so the Dodgers getting a win here would be huge for them. 45, that is going to be out of strikeout range, so contact off of Beattie's card. 48 against the right-hander, and that is actually going to be a double. Garvey laces that into the gap in left center, so the Dodgers looking to take the lead in this one and get a decisive advantage heading back to LA if they can win this game. Ron Say up the Penguin. 0-4, and Say draws a base on balls. So Beattie in a little bit of a pickle here in the top of the 4th inning, and Dusty Baker the batter. 66, and that will be contact off Beattie's card. And that is a 1 against the right-handed batter. 21, and that is going to be a ground ball down to shortstop, and 4, that's going to be a double play. So 6-4-3, Bucky Dent and Willie Randolph turn it. And that is a huge double play, as over to third goes Steve Garvey. So 2 outs now, and runner at scoring position at third base for Rick Monday. 78, that'll be contact off Monday's card, though. This could still not end well for Beattie. And 15 against the right-hander, and that's going to be a line drive single into center field. The Dodgers take the lead, as Rick Monday comes up big with a 2-out single here in the 4th. So runner on first base, and Lee Lacy, the designated hitter, up. 83 and 12 will be contact off of Beattie's card. 51 pops him up, and Munson, another put out behind the dish in foul ground. So the Dodgers are gone, but they get a couple of hits and a run, with Rick Monday coming up big in a 2-out situation. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. Dodgers lead this 2-1, and Reggie Jackson set to lead it off against Burt Hooten. 0-4, that's going to be a base on balls, as Hooten does not modify anything on walks. So Mr. October trots down to first, Sweet Lou Piniella. 45, and that will be contact. It'll come off Hooten's card, however. 51, and pops him up to Yeager. So the catcher's busy in this. 1 down. Back to first goes Jackson. Is 2 putouts for each of them. As Greg Nettle steps in, 56, and that'll be contact. Again off of Hooten's card, and 0-7. It's going to be a ground ball down to third base, and 3, going to be a double play, 5-4-3 on the pivot. So the Yankees, no hits, no runs, no errors. They get a walk, do not leave anyone, and we're through 4, 2-1. Dodgers lead this, Game 5, pivotal Game 5 of the 78 World Series, featuring Glory Days baseball. Steve Yeager up, and 50. Yeager does strike out a lot, but that is going to be contact off Beattie's card. And 93, and a line shot to shortstop. So Steve Yeager tattooed that, but right at Willie Randolph, and 1 down, top of the order. Davey Lope steps in, 57. That's going to be contact off Lope's card. And we're going to have another event. So nobody on in 10. 10 on the event chart is possible injury to the batter. And Lope's injury rating is a 1, so it needs to be a 0 or 1. He is good. Replay the at-bat. And another event, 15, possible injury to the batter again. So Lope's a little cramp there. He's okay. The at-bat will continue as, again, we replay it. 54, and this will be contact off Beattie's card. Never had 2 events in a row like that yet in testing. So 89, and that is going to be hit by pitch. So Lopes, as if he wasn't in enough pain from apparently straining himself on a swing, and Lasorda, he's going to be aggressive here, and he's going to send Lopes. So again, a jump of 5 or less, and Munson will adjust the steal rating. Successful jump, and Lopes is in there, his second stolen base of the game. So Tommy Lasorda pressing the action here, one down. Runner at second base and 30. That's going to be a clean strikeout. No adjustment needed, 2 down, and that's a big one for Beattie and the Yanks. That brings up Reggie Smith hitting left-handed. 90, and we're going to have our first defensive check of the day. So 10 and contact versus the right-handed pitcher. That's going to come off of Smith's card. Oh, hold on. Yeah, left-handed batter is -1. So defensive check after the result, 23 against the right-handed pitcher, and that is a single into center field, and coach's choice if a runner wants to try and score from third, as there are 2 outs. First we need to resolve the, actually first we need to check on the defensive result. It's going to be a range check on an outfield hit. So out in center field, Mickey Rivers has a range of 5. And he gets to that, so normal result, runners can try to advance an extra base using run rating. So here's how it works on a coach's choice. With 2 outs, on these ratings here, that normally would have been a 1 base only, but with 2 outs, anything above 7 becomes an automatic 2 base advancement, and anything 7 or below is now coach's choice. So Rivers, he has an arm of 0, and Lopes has a run rating of 7. He's going to try and score. Rivers charging, gets to it, good range, gets the ball, throws it in, and not going to get it done. Oh, I'm sorry, 9 is above the range rating. I read that as a 6. So Rivers guns down Lopes at the plate, and that is a huge out, 8-2. So the Dodgers, empty-handed, a hit batsman and a base hit, but no runs. So there we got a defensive sequence after a hit. The range check was successful, and then on coach's choice, Lopes was thrown out at home plate. A lot going on in that play, and that's you can see that most of the results are coming right off the pitcher and batter's card with advancement self-explanatory. That last play was probably as complicated as this game will ever get. As Jim Spencer set to lead it off against Hooten. And 65, and Spencer going to be contact off of his card. He's got a little bit of pop against righties. Goes deep on a roll of 86-95 and 89 as predicted. And Hooten does not have any modifications to a deep drive. That ball is gone into the right field seats. So kind of called that shot. As Spencer knots it up with a solo home run to lead off the 5th here. And Yankee Stadium crowd is going crazy. It's tied at 2, and Willie Randolph, the batter. 62, that'll be contact off Hooten's card. 62 again, and right-handed batter, that's going to be a pop-up to shortstop. Russell takes care of that. 1 down, Bucky F. and Dent. 71 is contact and 9. It's going to be off Hooten's card, 47. And that'll be a ground ball down to first base. Garvey takes care of that. 3 unassisted. Back to the top of the order. 2 outs. Nobody on. And Mick the Quick, the batter. 16 and 10. And Mickey Rivers against the right-hander. He does not walk at all, hardly. Contact will come off of Hooten's card. And 40 versus the left-hander. It's going to be a ground ball down to second base. Lopes takes care of that. So Rivers is retired, but the Yankees, Jim Spencer strikes a big blow, sending a solo shot into the right field seats over the short porch. 2-2 heading into the top of the 6th. And 49 for Steve Garvey. Going to be contact off Garvey's card. And 96. And for Garvey, that is a deep blast. And 7. And that is gone. So Steve Garvey As quick as Spencer knotted it, Steve Garvey unknots it, leading off the 6th inning with a solo home run. 3-2 Dodgers now. Ron Say, 93. This will be a defensive check off of Beattie's card. And 47. 47 for the right-hander. That's a ground ball down to first. 19. And on an infield ground ball, 19 will be an error check. So Spencer down at first base, he has an error rating of 0. He's very good, so a 0 only will be an error. Anything else will be a nice play, and Spencer makes a nice play. So we'll go 3-1 on that as Spencer dives and robs Say of a hit. 23 and 16 will be contact off Beattie's card for Dusty Baker. And 33, the right-handed batter, and that's going to be a single back up the middle. Not what Beattie needed. So Dusty Baker on with 1 out, and Rick Monday the batter. 92, and Monday against right-handed pitching is 1-12, and versus left-handed batters, -1. So that's going to be contact off of Monday's card. And 92 will be a defensive check after the result. So 15, and that's going to be a single into center field, and it'll be a range check. So out in center field, Mickey Rivers again has a range of 5. And 3, he gets to that. So that is going to be 1 base advance. So 1 down, Dodgers, 1 run already in, and 0-3 to Lee Lacy, and that is going to be a walk. So Beattie has loaded the sacks, and he is in trouble, and that's going to get the Yankees pen busy. So Raleigh Eastwick is up, the former Red player is up and getting loose for the Yanks. And Beattie must face at least 2 more batters. And first one, Steve Yeager, 27 and 3. It's going to be contact off Yeager's card versus the right-hander, 71. And that is a fly ball to left field. And that is going to be deep enough to get a run in, 19. So coming in to score from third is Dusty Baker. And 7, sac fly, RBI, 2 down. Runners on first and second hold respectively, so the Dodgers now with a 4-2 lead, and Beattie's got to shut the door right now on Davey Lopes. 43, and that's going to be contact off Lopes' card. And again, contact modifier +2 to strikeout, so Lopes just misses it. He'll make contact, and it's coming off his card. 86, and 86 is going to be a fly ball to center field. Rivers gets to that and pulls it in and ends the threat. But still a rough inning as the Dodgers get 2 runs on 3 hits. Steve Garvey with a home run in there. And we're heading to the bottom of the 6th inning, 4-2 Dodgers. And Beattie, who can face a total of 31 batters, as can Hooten. So Eastwick is probably going to come in for the Yankees. Hooten's still on the mound as Roy White steps in. 33, and White against the right-hander struck him out. And Hooten, I think that might be his second K of the game. Thurman Munson up, 55. That'll be contact off of Hooten's card. And 0-5, that's going to be a ground ball down to third base. Ron Say takes care of that, whips it over to Garvey. 2 down for Mr. October, and 77. That is going to be contact, and against a left-handed batter, modifier again, -2. So 11, that's still going to be off Jackson's card. Reggie takes a big cut, and 5, that's going to be a opposite field single. Cues that off the end of the bat into left field. So Reggie Jackson, that is the 5th hit of the day for the Yankees, and that brings up Sweet Lou Piniella. No action yet in the Dodgers bullpen. This will be a defensive check. And a defensive check, and the result will come off of Pinella's card. -2 to his contact range of 1 to 11, so still on Pinella's card. So 63. And that's going to be a ground ball down to first base, and 18 will be an error check. Garvey for the Dodgers is a 1, so minimal chance of him making an error. And he makes the play unassisted. So big play by Steve Garvey, and we are through 6. Dodgers have a strong 4-2 lead in this one, as Burt Hooten pitching far better than he did in real life. And Jim Beattie, Raleigh Eastwick is ready to go. They're going to let Beattie see if he can get a couple of batters out. That'll be contact off Beattie's card. Bill Russell, the batter. 96, and a hot line drive down to Nettles, who spears it 1 down. Reggie Smith up, hitting left-handed. And 64, that's going to be contact off of Smith's card. Smith against a right-hander. 88, and that ball is gone. Reggie Smith, no doubter, and Beattie's day is done. Second home run of the day for the Dodgers. Both solo shots, and that makes the lead 5-2 and ends Beattie's day. So Beattie, he's going to end up going 6 1/3. Nine hits, which is what he gave up in real life. A couple of home runs. Thus far, well, the book will close. 5 runs. All of them earned. And he walked 3 and struck out 3. So Beattie does not perform as he did in real life in this game. And Raleigh Eastwick, and he is a good choice against the Dodgers lineup. No adjustment against lefties, but he is a -5 to contact modifier against righties. +2 strikeout, -2 base on balls. So 24, and that's going to be contact. And -5 makes that a 7, so it's going to come off of Eastwick's card. And 13, and that is going to be a ground ball down to Bucky Dent, so 2 down. Ron Sayep, the Penguin, here comes a pitch. And 47, that'll be contact off of Say's card. 14, and that's going to be a single into left field, so Say with a 2-out hit. And it is the Dodgers who are batting the Yankee pitchers around tonight. The opposite happened when this game was actually played. 61 to Dusty Baker, contact off Baker's card. And 70, and that is a fly ball into left field going back, and Roy White is going to have a beat on that, pulls it in. So the inning is over, but a couple more hits for the Dodgers, and yet another leaves the field of play as Reggie Smith extends the Dodgers lead to 5-2. We are going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Robert Merrill sings a 7th inning stretch here at spacious Yankee Stadium, trying to inspire the home team. Burt Hooten still going strong. And 58 to Greg Nettles. And that's going to be contact off of Nettles' card. 52 against the right-hander, and that's going to be a ground ball down to Garvey. Garvey's going to take that again unassisted, 1 down. Jim Spencer homered his last time up. Can he do that again? 0-9 against the right-hander. That's going to be contact. It'll come off Spencer's card. Use another deep drive to get the Yankees closer. Instead, we'll settle for a single into right field. That is good as well. So Spencer having a day for the Yanks thus far. He has got a double, a home run, and a single. So 3/4 of his way to the cycle. 41 for Willie Randolph, and that is going to be contact off of Hooten's card. And 86 will be a fly ball to right field, shallow, and Spencer holds at first base, 2 down. Bucky F and Den up. 82, and that's going to be contact off of Hooten's card. 42 against the right-hander, and that'll be a ground ball down to Lopes. So the Yankees are done here in the 7th. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 1 left. And Yankees are running out of time, and this series, which has gone exactly as it did in real life thus far, Dodgers winning the first 2, Yankees winning games 3 and 4. Thus far, Game 5 is breaking that trend as Raleigh Eastwood prepares to face Rick Monday. And 81, that'll be contact off of Monday's card. As a left-handed batter with a definite advantage here, and Monday drives one back up the middle, so he'll be at first base, leadoff single in the 8th. And in the Yankees bullpen, Ken Clay is loosening up now. And Lacey the batter, Eastwood gets the sign. And 51, that is going to be contact off of Lacey's card. So the Dodgers getting favorable rolls here. And 0-4, that's going to be a single to left. And 6, runners advance 1, so station to station. As the Dodgers, that is their 12th hit of this ball game. Steve Yeager up. Nobody out. Yeager could have bunted, probably should have. Instead, that will be a strikeout. So 1 down, but back to the top of the order and in good shape with Lopes, Russell, and Reggie Smith due to hit. And especially when contact is going to come off of Lopes' card, which this will. Just staying on Lopes' card there, 79, and that is going to be a fly ball to center field. And 7 runners will hold, so Lopes just gets under that. Mickey Rivers a few steps back, pulls it in. Bill Russell, 2 on, 2 down. 64, and contact will be off of Raleigh Eastwood's card. Looking to get out of this. 68, that'll get it done. And that'll be a fly ball to left field that Roy White reels in. So the Dodgers get 2 hits to lead off the inning. Then Eastwick storms back to set the next 3 batters down. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th, 5-2 Dodgers. Mickey Rivers up, and in the bullpen for the Dodgers will be their closer, Terry Forster. He is loosening up and ready to enter the game at a moment's notice. Hooten must face at least 2 batters here in the 8th inning, however. 0-3 to Rivers, and no adjustment. And as poor, as low as that number is, Rivers just does not walk against right-handers. So that'll be contact off of Hooten's card. 64 against the lefty, and that's going to be a fly out center or left field. So Rivers goes the opposite way, and there to pull it in is Dusty Baker, 1 down. Roy White up. 96, and we're going to have a park check here. Contact result will come off of Bert Hooten's card. So 20, and 20 is going to be a ground ball down to shortstop and a ground out in Yankee Stadium for a left-handed batter. Here we go, 1-20 remains a ground out. So Roy White is retired, and Thurman Munson up, and Reggie on deck. Would like to get Reggie up with a runner on, not have him lead off the 9th. 71, that'll be contact, and 6. It's going to be off of Munson's card, so Munson looking to extend the inning. 93, and that is a fly ball into right field, but not deep enough, as going back to pull that in is Dusty Baker. So Munson, his home runs against righties is 97. Close but no cigar. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Yankees in the 8th. And Bert Hooten, the next batter he faces, Reggie, will be his 31st. So they're going to bring in Forster to pitch the 9th. So Hooten, much better than he did in real life. Goes 8 innings, gives up 6 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. Surrenders just a single walk and strikes out 2. And gives up a home run. And Forster is going to have at least a 3-run lead as he will come in to try and shut the door in the 9th inning. All right, Eastwick's fatigue rating is 11. And at this stage of the game, he's faced 8. So he needs a 3-up, 3-down inning. And again, Clay is ready to come in if needed. Eastwick will start the inning to Reggie Smith. 34 and swing and a miss. So Smith strikes out. Homered his last time up, not this time. As Eastwick, high inside heat takes care of him. 16 will be contact to Steve Garvey off of Eastwick's card. 12 against the right-handed batter. It's going to be a ground ball down to Nettles. Whips it across the diamond, 2 down. We're on stay up, and the Dodgers have only had one 3-up, 3-down inning in this whole game. This would be the second. 0-8. And Say against right-handed pitchers. That's what he walks, but the modifier comes into play now. It's -2, so that's going to be contact off Eastwick's card. So again, there you see the pitcher-batter interaction altering the result. 46 against the right-hander, and that'll be a ground ball down to first base at Spencer Gloves. Flips that over to Eastwick covering, and the Dodgers do go down in order in the top of the 9th. So we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. And again, just looking at the time, even stopping to chat a couple of times, we are definitely about 6-7 minutes ahead of the usual game pace we've been seeing in this World Series. So that the time reduction is happening just as I had hoped it would. 18. Forster to Jackson, lefty-lefty matchup. That'll be contact off of Forster's card, though. And 81 against the left-hander. A fly out to right field, 1 down. Sweet Lou Piniella up. 59 and contact. And 1-11, and against right-handers, -2, so that'll be off Pinella's card. Looking to get a rally going here, 61 against the lefty, and that's going to be a double into the gap in left center. So Piniella, a glimmer of hope as he trots into second base. Greg Nettles, the batter. And 0-6 against the left-hander, and Forster, he's going to add 3, so he's going to issue a walk there. So Forster struggling a little bit here in the 9th to shut the door. 1 down, 2 runners on for Jim Spencer. And we're going to get a pinch hitter because Jim Spencer cannot hit lefties a lick. Even less than that. So, looking at the bench is going to be Jay Johnstone, the pinch hitter. For Spencer here in the 9th inning. Forster gets a sign, and 95. 95 is going to be a defensive check, no matter what the result is. 12. And versus left-hander, 1-13, and versus righty, -2. So this will come off of Forster's card. And a defensive check will be involved. 91. And Johnstone, left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. And that is a line shot to shortstop Bill Russell. And 2 is going to be a range play. So Russell at short has a range of 7. He's pretty good, folks. And 9, he does not get to it, though. So an infield fly ball. And 7. Failed range check, single, all runners advance 1 base, so the sacks are now loaded. And the Dodgers have nobody up at this point in the bullpen. Johnstone comes through, Willie Randolph, 1 down, bases loaded. Yankees looking to make this a dramatic finish. 73 will be contact, that'll be off for Willie Randolph's card. Randolph the swing, 16 against the left-hander, and that's a single into left field. 13, and that is going to be runners advance 2. So 2 runners come in, and the Yankees are suddenly a run away from tying this. Over to third base goes Jim Spencer. Willie Randolph, a huge 2-out hit, and Bucky Dent, he has a chance to win this, and the Dodgers, totally unprepared. Now they get action going in the bullpen. Charlie Huff is going to start throwing feverishly, working the old knuckle curve as Dent looking to complete the Yankees comeback. Here comes a pitch, 69-11 versus left-handers. That's going to be off of Forster's card. However, not good news for Dent. 80, and that is a fly ball to center field. Coming in to take that high routine is Rick Monday, and that is the ball game. So the Yankees, 2 runs on 3 hits. 2 runners left. They gave it a run in the 9th inning, but fall just short. Final score, Dodgers, who lost this game in real life 12-2, take the pivotal game 5, 5-4, and we're heading back to LA, and that does not bode well for the Yanks at all. So final line score, the Dodgers get 5 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. The Yankees, 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. A couple of pivotal plays. Actually, a couple of pivotal moments where the pitcher-batter interaction came into play. So this is bad news for the Yanks. They got to win 2 on the road in LA, where they lost the first 2 games of this series. So we're going to see if they can respond and pull this one out of the fire. It's going to take them 7 games to get it done, or the Dodgers can wrap it up in 6 like the Yankees did in real life when we come back. So MVP of this game, Reggie Smith, he had kind of a crucial homer that widened the gap. He was 3 for 5 on the day, 2 singles, home run scored, RBI. Hooten, actually, you know what? As bad as Hooten was shelled in real life in this one, we're going to give it to him. Hooten went 8 innings, and the Yankee lineup that battered him when this game was played back in 1978, he held to 6 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, and struck out 2. Forster almost gave that away as he came in the 9th, gave up 3 hits, walked a batter and a couple of runs, but got the out that counted. So your final from Yankee Stadium as we head back to LA, Dodgers leading this series 3-2, is once again Dodgers 5, Yankees 4. Thanks for watching. Comments on the new cards if you like them. Definitely, like I said, talking a little bit at the end, but the gameplay itself, when we were just playing the game, did shave roughly 5-6 minutes off compared to some of the other videos, especially considering there was a decent amount of offense. Total of 9 runs, 21 hits in this one, and 5 walks as well. So that will do it. Again, support the friends of the channel. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. I've got lots of content besides just the 2 games I'm developing. We're also playing Soccer Blast from Play Games. Keith Avalone, an excellent game. We'll get back to that. We have a Tottenham replay going. Joe Bryan's payoff pitch also is highlighted on the channel. Currently in the middle of a Ferguson Jenkins 1969 replay. Start 23 coming up on that one. And eventually we'll get another red, white, and blue racing, which is the racing game from Play. We're doing the 2018 Scram season with that one, and have had some fun doing that. So until next time, keep rolling for the fences. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you. Have a good night all.